chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. Welcome to Space Jam.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Ram Center. I'm your co-host, Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. So, Shy, it seems that with football over, baseball not really coming in the swing yet, the main focus in the professional sports world was basketball. It was All-Star Weekend this weekend. Did you get a chance to see it?
I did. It wasn't my favorite weekend, though.
It was really, for me, it was a little disappointing.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Especially coming after the dunk contest we had last year and then the one we had this year. It's cool to see all the stars getting out and having some fun, though.
It is. I feel a lot of people feel the same way also. Like, just, different mixed reactions on social media. I feel like everyone kind of felt it was definitely a little bit of a letdown. Yeah.
Well, basketball is the main point in pro sports, but it's not the main point right here in Westchester. We got a bunch of sports going on. Our softball team has been very busy in the last couple of weeks, looking to continue the momentum they built after a tremendously successful season last year into the season this year. They've started off the season so far with 2 tournaments, bringing home winning records in both. First, the ladies traveled down to Clearwater, Florida, as they came out with a record of 3-2 in that tournament. They opened the tournament with three straight victories, but then struggled on the back end to get the bats going in the final 2 games of the tournament. After Clearwater, it was off to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to participate in the ironically named Snowbird Tournament. The Lady Rams were dominant in this one as they ended the weekend going 4-1, each one coming by a margin of at least 4 runs. Emily Mayseth was a standout in this tournament as she had her offense going in both tournaments as she recorded her first career Grand Slam. Congratulations, Emily. The Lady Rams have a stretch of 12 games in Clearmount, Florida, before bringing it back to Pennsylvania to start the regular season. That's a great start for our Lady Rams softball team. Let's keep it going.
Okay, now switching over to our women's swimming and diving team. The team currently sits at a record of 6-3. Now, just last night, the team brought in its 11th consecutive title at the 2017 PSAC Swimming Championship held in the Graham Aquatic Club in York YMCA. 11. That's crazy.
That's nothing to take lightly. That's a great record to have.
Now, Westchester posted a PSAC record of 1,817 points, easily outdistancing second place Bloomsburg, while also topping the Gordon Rams' previous record of 1,073 points in 2005. Westchester was the only PSAC school to eclipse 1,000 points at the Women's Swimming Championships before this winter. Westchester has now won the PSAC championship in 15 of the last 17 years, while head coach Jamie Redisill has steered both the men and women's team to a combined 34 titles since 1999.
Very impressive.
Yeah, very. Now, freshman Georgia Wright was named the swimmer of the meet at the conclusion of the championship. Now, Westchester's 400 free relay closed out the championships with a win, recording time of 3 minutes and 28 seconds. That team consisted of Hayward, Wareham, Morgan Haney, and Lance. Now, the women's swimming team will now prepare for nationals, which will take place during the Division II Festival in March. Now, over to Micaiah for Beyond the Locker Room.
Hey Rams, I'm Micaiah Waller, bringing you a brand new segment called Beyond the Locker Room. Here with us today in the studio, we have Deshaun, who runs track on the men's track team. An interesting fact about Deshaun is that he is the secretary for BLGC here and also Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So Deshaun, what's your biggest accomplishment in your athletic career here at Westchester and why?
I would say my biggest accomplishment would be holding the men's indoor 60-meter record here at Westchester University.
Wow. Now, is your name like on the wall or something for that? Like, how can we see that?
My name's actually in the archives. If you go to the Westchester University athletic page, look at men's track and field, there will be a link with the top 10 performances for both indoor and outdoor. If you click on the link, you'll see my name right there in the bright red.
Wow, congratulations on that. Make sure you guys go to the website to check out Deshaun. Outside of track, what are some of the things that you do on your spare time?
Outside of track, I'm involved on campus. I'm the secretary of BOGC and the secretary of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Outside of that, I would say it would just be doing homework, eating, and sleeping. Being an athlete is a full-time job in itself, so on top of the extracurriculars, I wouldn't say I have too much leisure time.
Right. So since you're a secretary, I would assume you're kind of organized and you like taking notes?
I wouldn't say I like taking notes, but I'm very organized.
Yeah, I knew. When you take notes, you have to be organized. There has to be some kind of structure, especially for you to take a leadership position in both of 2 main organizations that we have here on campus.
Pretty much.
Who would you say your greatest aspiration would be and why?
I wouldn't say I have a greatest aspiration, but there are multiple people that I look up to. So I draw aspiration from different people because there's not one individual that has all the characteristics and traits that I would aspire to be.
Wow, that's a great answer. No one has ever said that. I like how you brought up, multiple people. You can get strength and courage and wisdom from a lot of different people, not just one person who embodies all of those traits. So that's very interesting that you said that.
Thank you.
What's your major, and what do you plan on to do with your career after you graduate?
My major, I'm a political science major, and I have a minor in Arabic and international business. My hopes is after I finish my military contract to join the Peace Corps, and afterwards I would like to attend law school and study international law.
Wow. Now, how's Arabic?
Arabic is pretty challenging. A lot of people, they look at it and they see the symbols and they try to shy away from it, but once you get involved with it, it's not as difficult as you may think.
Wow. Would you like to shout anyone out who has helped you become the great athlete that you are today?
Actually, I would. I would like to thank all my frat bros, West Chester University track and field team, all the athletes there, my teammates, as well as the coaches who helped me become the man I am today.
Wow. Thank you, Deshaun. Well, that's all the time I have for you today for Beyond the Locker Room. Again, I'm Micaiah Waller, and make sure you stay tuned to Ram Center each week to see who the next athlete we will get to know beyond the locker room. Stay Golden Rams.
All right, guys, I'm here with Tyrell Long, a career high, 27 points. Ty, tell me about the game, man. Just couldn't be stopped going to the basket. How was it?
The first time we played them, they kind of shut me down. So my coaches was telling me to watch film, make adjustments, and my teammates was finding me. So I just had to score when my teammates passed me the ball.
My man, I love it. And everyone played well. Pennico played out of his mind again. You played well. What was the difference between this game and the last game against them? Because last game, we're not even going to talk about the last game, but it was a great win for you guys.
Last game, basically, it was just defensive adjustments. We tried to make sure Dustin Sleva didn't get the ball. Aiden Masali, they're two of the best players in the PSAC. So we tried to not on the ball, and then luckily our defense and rebounding helped us.
Right, so going forward here, we got 2 games left. Like you just told me before we started, you got a big home game now in the playoffs. What does this do for your team and your team's confidence?
It got a lot of confidence going into Saturday. We play Lock Haven up there, then we play Millersville next week, then we play Kutztown for senior day. So we're just trying to finish the season off with a big bang.
Awesome, man. Congrats again. Go Rams. We'll throw it back to your studio.
Hey Rams, my name is Sean Smith, and this is By the Numbers. This week, I'll be comparing 2 of the NBA's best, Anthony Davis of the New Orleans Pelicans and Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. Anthony Davis broke the record for most points in an All-Star game with a total of 52 points this past Sunday, a record that has been broken since 1962 by Wilt Chamberlain. This season, he's managed 27.7 points per game along with 11.9 rebounds per game. He is currently tied for the first for blocks and is 5th in the league for scoring. Giannis Antetokounmpo made his first appearance in the All-Star game over the weekend, where he had an impressive game, scoring 30 points, ending up 3rd in MVP voting. This season, he's averaged 23.4 points per game, along with 5.5 assists and 8.6 rebounds per game. He currently leads his team in every major category of the game. That's all the time I have for By the Numbers. I'm Sean Smith, and I'll see you next week, Rams.
Hey guys, Spencer McKercher back here again with this week's top plays. Starting with number 5 here, it is Joel Tinney, and if you guys remember, Joel Tinney was on our top 5 about 2 weeks ago with a hidden ball trick against Navy, and this time he does it again. Fakes the flip to his teammate and then buries the goal as John Hopkins defeats Loyola in sudden death overtime 14-13. And it's Joel Tinney again. You see the replay. Buries a rocket past the Loyola goaltender as John Hopkins comes out victorious. Here at number 4, we have Glenn Robinson III in the 2017 Sprite Slam Dunk Contest. And it's his final dunk, and he grabs the ball being held by Paul George, jumps over him, the Pacers mascot, and a Pacers cheerleader. And it's an unbelievable dunk. It is his final dunk, and it ends up being the game and the contest winner as he receives a perfect score over 50. You see the replay here. His head above and almost at the rim in a crazy athletic move. Glenn Robinson III, winner of the 2017 Sprite Slam Dunk Contest with this dunk right here. Coming in at number 3, DeMarcus Croker of the not-so-heard-of Murray State gets the ball in the wing and posterizes a defender of Southern Illinois. An unbelievable, spectacular posterization dunk. DeMarcus Croker coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, let's kick it. It's Casemiro, an absolute rocket of a volley, comes in here at number 2 for Real Madrid with a 3-1 victory over Napoli, and it's Casemiro. All right, coming in at number 1, it is a little bit of the Sun Belt action, and it's Lafayette down by 2 until Jonathan Stove hits a half-court buzzer beater for the win. Louisiana Lafayette comes out victorious 85-84 thanks to Jonathan Stove as he pulls up from about a foot inside half court and buries the game winner for Lafayette 85-84 with an amazing half-court buzzer beater for the win. Thanks, guys. Those are your top 5 plays of the week. I'm Spencer McKercher. We hope to see you again next week. Now over to Cheyenne with This Day in Sports.
On This Day in Sports, February 21st, 1993, at Salt Lake City, Utah, the West beat the East 135-132 in overtime at the 43rd NBA All-Star Game. This would be the last NBA All-Star appearance for the Pistons shooting guard Isaiah Thomas and the debut of the Orlando Magic center Shaquille O'Neal. That's all I have for This Day in Sports. Over to you, Samara.
The best players in the NBA joined forces for the 2017 All-Star Weekend festivities. The weekend kicked off with the Rising Stars Challenge that featured Frank Kaminsky, Buddy Hield, Karl Anthony Towns, and Kristaps Porzingis. Denver Nuggets rookie Jamal Murray went home with the MVP award after scoring a game-high 36 points on 9 of 14 shooting from three-point range. Kristaps Porzingis took home the Skills Challenge award after draining his first three-point attempt versus Gordon Hayward of the Utah Jazz. Eric Gordon of the Houston Rockets knocked down more than 60 three-pointers in 3 minutes to win the three-point shootout on Saturday night. Gordon is the first ever Rocket to win the event. He made it to the finals against Kyrie Irving and Kemba Walker, but Gordon forced a tiebreaker with Irving. Irving did not look the same in the tiebreaker, recording less than 20 points, while Gordon recorded 21 to lift the trophy. Glenn Robinson III took home slam dunk honors as he defeated Derrick Jones Jr. in the final round. Robinson's dunk featured soaring high over Pacers teammate Paul George. Sunday night featured the All-Star Game, where the Western Conference defeated the Eastern Conference 192-182. Anthony Davis stole the show on his home court with a record-setting 52 points to shatter Wilt Chamberlain's previous record of 42 and to help his team outlast the East. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook joined forces once again, connecting on an alley-oop. Giannis Antetokounmpo finished with 30 points for the East. That's all I have for this week. I'm Samara Rosenfeld. James and Cheyenne, back to you.
Thank you, Samara. Great segment as always. I know we harped on the All-Star game, but can't give enough credit to Anthony Davis, an outstanding night, 52 points, and bringing home All-Star game MVP.
Yeah, and what about Durant with that triple-double? What do you think about that?
That's awesome. It's only 4th time in history that's happened. Some records being made this weekend.
It definitely was. Well, that's all we have for this episode of Ram Center. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WC Ram Center, and also like our Facebook page. As always, I'm Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. Stay golden, Dub C. We'll see you again next week.
Welcome to